Okay, so yesterday someone in one of the Facebook groups asked a question about using the MC Etcher in the free version of Carbide Create, and I wanted to make a quick video showing how to create the file in Inkscape and then toolpath it in Carbide Create, and it will almost exactly mimic the Engrave toolpath that is available in Carbide Create Pro. So I have Pro, so I created an Engrave toolpath just so we can get some numbers. So the depth of cut defaulted to 0.015. The fill step over defaulted to 0.01, and the angle I changed from 45 to 30. So we're going to do a linear fill type, but in Carbide Create Pro you have the option for a crosshatch and a vertical mirror, and both of those are possible using Inkscape. Here's where the difference is. In Carbide Create you can cut both directions. The file coming out of Inkscape will only go one direction, so it's basically going to take double the time to engrave that file than this one. So if we come over to Inkscape, I have the same file. I'm just going to select everything and come up here to extensions, and the extension is called AxiDraw Utilities, and it's a download that you install in Inkscape, and there are videos explaining how to do that, so I won't go into it. But if you need help finding it or finding a video explaining how to install it, let me know and I'll try to find one. So we're going to use this hatch fill, and we're just going to use the numbers that we got from Carbide Create Pro. So the hatch spacing is 0.01, and we have it set to inches, and then the hatch angle is 30 degrees. So that matches what we had in Carbide Create Pro. Here's where you have the option to crosshatch, excuse me, and it's just a box you select. And then if you wanted to do the vertical mirror, you would do your 30 degrees here and then do another hatch fill with -30. But we're not going to do that, so I'm going to hit apply and then close, and if I zoom in you can see it created the hatch. So save that file. I already have it saved, so I'm not going to save it again. And we're going to import it into Carbide Create. And it's telling me that I have open vectors, which I already know I do. So we're not going to worry about those. If I unselect it and then zoom in, you can see those are all my open vectors. And then if I'm going to group this together and move it over right on top of this one just to show the similarities. So I come back over to toolpaths and zoom way in. The blue lines are the lines created in the Carbide Create file, and then the pink lines are the ones that came in from the Inkscape file. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to go to the design tab and undo it. Alright, so to toolpath this, you just want to select it and then come over to toolpaths and do a no offset contour. So I have the MC Etcher selected. I'm going to change that max depth to I think it's 0.015, and then change this offset direction to no offset, and then click OK. So you can see that the file we created in Inkscape is going to take 12 minutes, whereas the other one is only 6. Again, that's because you can only engrave one direction. And then someone else mentioned sometimes they want to just engrave the hatches and not that outer contour. So to do that, you just delete the outer contours, and I mean, there are probably a lot of them here, and there might be an easier way to do that. But anyway, so that is how you can create a file in Inkscape and engrave it in Carbide Create, the free version. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.